Hey everybody, Rusty here with Rusty Vintage Cards. Have a few updates today. First thing I wanted to share is some YouTube card community updates and just updates on my channel. And second thing is I have a special guest. I'm excited about that. And the third thing is to show some cards and talk about a couple of collecting side projects, I'll call it. And just a few weeks ago, I did an update on my 2025 goals. And on that video, I talked about how I was probably going to stick pretty closely to my Hall of Fame run project. And here we are just a couple weeks after that, and I've already added to another collection goal. But for good reason, so I'll get into that and I'll share some cards. So the first thing, hobby updates. So I want to mention a couple of channels that are more deserving of a mention. One of those is Mark with Mark's Dodgers Cards. He shared one of my recent videos to help me get up above 100 subscribers, and it did help me do that. So I really want to give a shout out to Mark. He has a great channel. If you're not already familiar with his channel, I encourage you to go check his out and give him a subscription. Second is J Average Vintage Collector. He's a buddy of mine that I've been talking to quite a bit, and he has a great channel. He's only done a handful of videos, but he's just knocking it out of the park. So go check out his stuff. Again, great channel, very genuine guy, and I think you'll see that in his videos. So Mark did help me get up above 100 subscribers, and again, I really appreciate that. Since I started this YouTube journey just a few months ago, my main goal was just to connect with people, and I was kind of collecting in a bubble, and we all know how that can be, not quite as fulfilling as sharing it with other people. So I've been able to do that through this platform, and it's been a lot of fun. Been able to do kind of some creative things. Of course, anytime you're creating videos, there's a little bit of that, and I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy sharing cards, and I enjoy commenting on others' channels. I really try to comment on just about every video I watch, just something that I like to do, just another way to connect. So again, appreciate the help on that, support that I've received since I've been doing this, and I just really enjoy checking out others' content as well. So next, I have a special guest, and he's excited. So let's bring him on. All right, so I'm here with my special guest. Can you tell everyone your name?
Hi, I'm Luke.
This is Luke, and Luke is 11 years old. And how do you know me?
Because you're my dad.
Yep. Luke is my oldest son, and he collects soccer cards. So he pulled a big card out of a pack a few months ago, and he wanted to send it in for grading. So I have a friend who did a group of cards in December for PSA's Special for Modern Cards. He was kind enough to throw this card in with his. So I kept telling him, it's probably not going to get a 10. 10s are hard. They're hard to get. And what did he get?
A 10.
Got a 10. And so what card is this?
Lamine Yamal.
And this is rookie?
Mm-hmm. And he still is.
He's still a rookie?
Yeah, he's 17 years old.
Yeah, 17 years old. And what else can you tell me about him?
He scored 5 goals in 19 matches and 10 assists.
That's pretty good for a 17-year-old. And who does he play for?
FC Barcelona and also Spain.
Awesome. So Luke got 1 card graded and he gets a 10. That's a big card. All right, have 2 more to share. Which one do you want to do first? That one. Okay. So tell everybody who this is.
This is Neymar Jr. He plays for Al Hilal. It's a 10.
This is his rookie, right? Remember where you got it?
For Christmas.
Got it for Christmas. That's one of your favorite players, right? And then...
That's Luis Suarez. It's a 10.
Yeah.
And he plays for Inter Miami.
Yeah, we saw him play, didn't we? Pretty cool, right? All right, so Luke picked up some big cards lately. So he may join the channel every now and then and give some updates. Thanks for joining the show. All right, Luke was pretty excited about joining this video with me. I asked him if he wanted to share his new card that he just got graded, and he said he did, and then he said, I want to show a couple of others too. So that was a lot of fun. The best thing about having a child that also collects is that you get the opportunity to share that hobby with them. And it's a lot of fun. I did another video. We just recently went to the Dallas Card Show together, and that was a blast. Next, let's get into some cards. So I have a couple of side projects, and the first one I will say is for good reason, because one of my goals this year is to go to more card shows, and that's just an opportunity to be out in the community and also to just get cards in your hand, especially when you're looking at some of the larger purchases. It's nice to be able to hold that card in your hand and really look at it before you purchase. You don't always get that on eBay. So I want to go to more card shows. I am going to Strongsville, so I'm excited about that. I'm really looking forward to connecting with some of you guys there at Strongsville. But the thing with that, if I'm saving for a card show, I want to be able to bring some money to spend. So in those gaps while I'm trying to save some money, I'd like to be able to pick up just some small cards here and there. And that's really the genesis of why I really started going down this first project path. So I'll stop talking about it and I'll turn this camera around and let's check out some cards. All right, so as I was mentioning, I'm currently saving for a card show, and my dilemma was that I didn't have a lot of cards on my list that were inexpensive. I'm working on a Hall of Famer run, and when you're dropping $50, $100, $200, all those things add up, and then I wouldn't have much money to spend at a card show. So I wanted to find some inexpensive cards, vintage cards that I could pick up and really enjoy and kind of have a purpose for those. So one of the things that I like collecting are cards with some type of a connection to my hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And as everyone knows, Oklahoma does not have a Major League Baseball team. So I didn't grow up going to a lot of Major League Baseball games. I did go to quite a few minor league baseball games. We had the Tulsa Drillers, which is the team now. And back in the 70s and before, it was the Tulsa Oilers. So what I had started to do last year was I picked up a couple of cards that had stats from players who had some experience with the Tulsa Oilers. And so I decided to take that idea and turn that into a little bit of a collecting goal. So this is the card that I picked up recently. So this is a Keith Hernandez. This is his 1977 Topps. It's not his rookie, but this does show his stats, which shows several years where he played for the Tulsa Oilers. So this card was about $3, and I love it. I think it's a fun card. I know Keith Hernandez, or knew Keith Hernandez from the Mets as I was growing up collecting. And, of course, Seinfeld legend from at least one of those episodes. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about there. But he did have several years that he played with the Cardinals. And so this is one of his early cards. And again, just a fun, inexpensive pickup. This was a sharp card. Again, it was about $3. So I did have in my collection two other cards that already fall into this category. I've shown both of these before, but I'll just quickly show them. So 1967 Topps Steve Carlton. He also played for the Tulsa Oilers. And there are the stats back there. Had a couple of years where he played. And then one other here. Awesome card. 1959 Topps Frank Robinson. He also played for Tulsa back in 1954. So both of those cards I had intentionally picked up, partly because of that Tulsa connection, but I really didn't decide to really take that into a collecting project, but I have now. So I have a list of players and cards that I plan to pick up, and most of these are just really inexpensive. There is a Don Mossy that I want to pick up. There is a Gary Templeton and quite a few others. And most of these are just going to be a few dollars each. So it's a fun project for me to pursue while I'm trying to save the bigger dollars for card shows. All right, so next I'm going to move over to a little football project. And it starts with this card right here, which is an autographed Rick Ingles. He was a punter for the Seattle Seahawks. And this is his 1977 Topps. All right, sorry about that. My dog moved the camera. So I know this guy, Rick Ingles. He is the grandfather of one of the kids on my oldest boy's soccer team, Luke, who was my special guest tonight. So I talked with him several times, and there was one Saturday where I was wearing some TU gear, University of Tulsa. They were playing a football game that day, and he mentioned that he was going to be going to that game, and he mentioned that he played for him. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. I asked him what years he played, and he told me the years. And so I started thinking of some of the other players that played with him, like Steve Largent, and I named off one or two others. And he said, yeah, I shared my rookie year with Steve Largent at Seattle. And it took me just a minute to register what he just said, because I had no idea that he played professional football. So we talked about that for just a minute. He said, yeah, I played a few years in professional. And he said, I also played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He said he was Terry Bradshaw's roommate. So just crazy stuff that you don't expect to hear when you're just talking to someone at your kid's soccer game. So that was a lot of fun. So after that conversation, I said, I'm going to pick up one of your rookie cards. And he said, oh, don't worry about it. I'll bring you one. I have several. So I said, well, you don't have to do that. So there was a game, a second game that afternoon, soccer game. He went to that University of Tulsa football game for about half the game, and then he went to go watch his grandson play soccer, and he did bring this card. So signed Rick Ingles, rookie. And, if you're going to play a few years in the NFL and get a rookie card, that is an awesome rookie card to have. I mean, that's how a rookie card should look. So on that journey, what I decided to do was, again, the local connection. I decided to start a run of autographed players, professional players who played for the University of Tulsa. So this is my other pickup, autographed 1978 Topps Steve Largent. This is not his rookie, it's his second year, and I really preferred this card over his rookie. And it's really sharp, little off center as you can see, but really sharp card. And one of the main factors for this project is that I really want to focus on the quality of the autograph, which is beautiful on this. It says Hall of Fame 95, and so that's really what I went after with this, is it had a great autograph on it. So this is the only other card I have so far for this project, but I do have a few others on my list that I will try to pick up throughout the year. But just another fun project. And these are things that, maybe back to the baseball project. We'll get that card back out here. If you have maybe a local minor league team, but you don't have a local major league team, this could be a fun little project. It's been fun for me to research. And then, the football thing is just another, that's a connection to a college team that I watch and follow. You know, we had season tickets to the University of Tulsa years ago, and I just enjoy those connections for both of these local teams. So I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I will see you soon.